All right, we are back here up at the mountain house, baby. It is beautiful spring/summertime. Could still snow. Could be hot and sunny.
Don't say snow.
You don't really know.
Oh my gosh.
But it's beautiful. Everything's blooming up here. I'm just so happy to be up here. I feel so relaxed. This is my happy place. Let me just put it that way. Anyway, we are going to try and finish getting some of our drywall done in here. I don't know what it's going to turn out like, but these toe kicks that we bought are hopefully going to solve our issue of having like some curved archway backing. And then hopefully our corner beads that are supposed to be flexible will be able to bend on that exact same radius. We'll be able to screw and nail everything in place. And then hopefully we'll be able to cut some pieces of our drywall up, get it to bend on that same radius, and then we'll just be able to tape and mud the rest of it, and I'm just hoping it all works out.
Trent's really worried about the drywall finish, like it looking good, but honestly, worst case scenario, it's got like a texture to it, you know? Like we make this whole wall like a textured wall.
Yeah. We may end up just doing a big skim coat on the whole wall and the whole everything, and in the end, you know, we'll put some pictures and some plants and stuff in here, and hopefully nobody looks too closely at the drywall, because odds are it's going to look a little funny.
You and I, we met a Tuesday morning, sun high in the sky.
Trent's right though. It really is such a breath of fresh air, literally, figuratively, metaphorically, realistically speaking, when you come up here to just like breathe it in, relax. It just like automatically forces you to just take a deep breath. It's hard because there's a little bit less oxygen, so you kind of have to be taking deep breaths. But it's also just such a relaxing environment. Like, I love the space that we've created. We've been traveling a bunch in the RV and the rock crawler, just like doing things this summer. It feels great to be up here, and I'm looking forward to spending more time up here this summer.
Yeah, it is amazing to be up here, and obviously this is like our little oasis, our escape, our getaway. When we lived up here completely full time, it was a little isolating. We kind of lacked a little bit of community. Now that we have the house in the valley, we have like a network that we've plugged into down there. We have a little bit of community with some neighbors. The kids have some friends. We have activities. Leo's doing climbing and he's doing jujitsu. Leo and Billy are doing swim lessons down there, which in order to do any of those things from up here, it's an hour drive in each direction. And so a lot of that stuff became like very heavy, which is why we do still split our time going between the valley and up here, which kind of gives us like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
But when you come up here, instead of just like coming home to this like amazing, you know, cabin in the mountains, it's almost like a little retreat, a little escape, and it actually makes me appreciate it way, way more.
I wanted an adventure. I wanted something new. I gave you half the heart and figured there is just no trust in you.
All right.
Fool you, I will fool you, I will fool you. 'Cause you're never gonna get the best of me.
I'm actually kind of excited to see how many people get into the comments and tell me how a professional would do this, or if there's people that are professional drywallers and they're watching this, if they would tell me how they would do it, because this is just kind of something that Brandon and I came up with on the fly of how to make that radius a little bit smoother and a little bit nicer. And I'm really hoping it works out. I know it's going to be difficult to get the drywall to bend on that radius, and maybe it's not a continuous radius, so it might be a little bit lumpy or a little janky. Hopefully in the end the drywall will be nice and smooth and we won't have to be too sad about it. We just have two little scab pieces to cut and get those nailed on, and then we'll be able to start putting the drywall on. Scabby boys.
This is the furniture that's going in this room. Plastic table.
I'm just gonna have death by 1,000 cuts here, and we're gonna try to accordion bend this piece of drywall to go up into the archway.
Oh my gosh.
Make sure you don't time lapse this part. I want people to see how painstaking and long this is, so that when anybody's wife watching this says, "Hey, we should do arched shelves," then they can say, Go and watch that 29-minute sequence of Trent making little razor blade cuts. It's gonna break. I just don't know how to like get it up in there.
Gently. Oh boy.
Sketchy.
That was actually super successful. I think it looks pretty good, pretty symmetrical. There's a couple lumps and bumps that we'll just, we'll use our hands, do some claymation, put some mud up in a very artistic way. Number 2, let's see.
All right, if you guys remember, we did 1 coat of tape and mud on our rough openings that used to be our windows before we filled in these archways, and that probably needs another coat. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the knife and scrape any little ridges or, chunks or residue over the top of those, do another skim coat over that stuff. I'm gonna start filling my inside corners and taping the seams inside the archway. And today I'm just going to start filling the stuff with mud, and hopefully by the end of today it looks a little bit more finished.
You are on the run, but do you even know what you run from?
Mr. Leo, I see you.
I have a good trick so birds can get seeds.
Okay, tell me.
So you put your hands into a cup,
Uh-huh.
and then you just fill it up with bird seed.
Cool. Kind of like with the chickens.
Hoping it will never come back again. Try and try.
How you doing?
'Cause life is
Uh-oh, what's wrong? Do you need a tickle? Do you need a handshake? Do you need a... You're hungry! What do you want to eat? Lunch?
Nope.
Snack? No.
always be by your side. And if you want somebody to love, remember that you will see as much as you give when the world is
Not great.
you know that I will always be by your side.
Hi.
The pasta.
Pasta?
On the plate.
On the
No,
plate.
let me.
You want to do it?
Open.
It was an airplane. Oh, that was a good airplane. Yeah, Billy.
Okay, what's this one?
Choo-choo.
Choo-choo, okay.
Okay, finish doing that. Chugga chugga chugga. Chugga 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 choo choo.
Dun, 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 dun.
Did you eat all your lunch?
Yeah.
Hey, nice dog.
Let's see. Make sure your face is cleaned off, Leo. Let's see.
All right, I'm stepping away for 2 seconds because I'm going to grab a bite to eat, and Allie's going to try and knock this one out. All you're doing is mudding the inside corner
Okay.
and then putting the tape in there.
Okay.
Let's just see how you do on the side
Sure,
pieces
sure,
before
sure,
we move on to the arch piece.
How long is that piece?
Basically to the bend, yeah.
wouldn't say it's good, but maybe it's acceptable.
Can't really see it from here, but I'm sure it's just fine.
And that's the thing, right? Can't see it, so maybe it's fine. I wouldn't hire me, that's for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't hire me either.
Yeah.
Why do you have to float it?
If I were good at this, I would be doing it. I promise you, I'm not good at this.
Could be better, could be worse.
As expected.
But you did just fine. And I got to take a little break and eat a little snack. Alright, this is the archway, this is the tape, it goes in the archway, and...
That's how you escape.
How discouraged were you?
Super. It's super discouraging. Unless you do this every day, there's no way you can be good at it.
Imagine if you had an entire house. It's obviously not a big house, but imagine if you had an entire house that you had to follow up with and do the entire house after that. How discouraging.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like, especially when we started, I still feel like every piece that I do, I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks terrible. It's not turning out the way I need it to. Blah, 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 blah. It's just, it's hard, dude.
It is. We're at a stopping point for today, but Brandon really wanted some pickles before we left. So Trent is in the fridge trying to find some pickles for Brandon.
I didn't go find.
Those are your pickles. You picked them out.
Did you want some pickles before we go?
Can you grab one for Leo? He really likes this kind. Last time you had like 10. You had like a bunch in a row. 10? I love the sanctuary that we've built up here. It is so calm and serene and peaceful, but up until a couple months ago, that feeling was totally out of sync with what I was feeling in my body. I have been trying to get things on track health-wise, but I've always had gut issues. I feel like so many people struggle with gut issues, and so the time I would spend in this bathroom was not calm or serene or peaceful until I started taking Seed's DSO1 Daily Synbiotic, and Seed is actually the sponsor of today's video. Most probiotics don't survive digestion, but DSO1 has a capsule-in-capsule delivery system that's formulated to target the root cause of daily digestive distress and survive digestion, strengthening your gut barrier by 22% and delivering multiple strains of bacteria that your gut actually needs to improve regularity, reduce bloating, and alleviate gas. Trent actually got me started on Seed a few years ago, and I took it kind of on and off, but when I take it consistently, I absolutely notice a difference. For the last few months now, I've been taking it every single morning. I'm lighter, I'm happier, I'm more consistent. Seed's DSO1 Daily Synbiotic is the #1 digestive health probiotic. If you're looking for a little bit more consistency and regularity in your life, this is what you need to try. Click our link in the description below and use code Trent Allie 30 to get 30% off Seed's DSO1 Daily Synbiotic. Thanks again to Seed for sponsoring today's video.
All right, so we have a vintage wool overcoat that my great aunt made, I believe. And Allie's gonna try it on and see if it suits her fancy.
I'm not a high-class woman, I don't think. I don't have it doesn't fit. You know?
It's a little too sophisticated for you.
It's definitely too sophisticated.
I mean, you just look like a little... No, you can't do that. You definitely can't do that. You look elevated.
Thanks.
But it is a little shoulder patty.
Yeah. Do you like this jacket?
Yeah.
No? Leo said no.
Shoulder pads in.
See, you try it. Here, you put it on.
I'm trying to like find some stuff that Allie will like, or that I will like, or that, you know, somebody might want to wear.
Oh, it's cute. That's so pretty.
I know where to wear this.
That's
Yeah.
what I feel.
The shoulders are too...
They're like pleated. They're like big.
They're just like, the shoulders
somebody
are...
will get it for an ugly Christmas sweater.
Okay, perfect.
That's
We'll give it
actually
to
a good
the-
idea.
we'll give it-
We're just going to continue going through some of these clothes. Let me know in the comments if you guys think Allie should keep that overcoat or if you think the shoulders look a little weird on her.
I want to eat it, and I just ate it. Mama! Mama!
Show me.
Mama!
Keep going.
In the freezer.
All right, so ever since I was a little boy, my grandpa was always filming things. He had a shoulder mount video camera that took a full-size VHS tape, and it probably weighed like 40 pounds. He would be wearing this giant shoulder mount, and we have a bunch of these VHSs still. Now, I guess that was like the second or third edition of a video camera that he owned, because the first video camera that he owned was these 8mm film. These are from 1959, super ancient. That is almost as old as my mom.
Are you kidding me right now?
What? You're older than 59, right?
58. She was a year
I
old.
am. But
There
you
you
don't
go.
need to tell the world.
We've got your whole life on record here. To top this all off, they even have the projector right here. Pull it out, Mom. Oh my gosh.
You plug it in. It did plug in it actually. And you put one thing
Like there's
here.
been one repair on that cord.
And you thread it through,
And then it
and
goes
you put
back
it there,
out there.
and then you turn it on, and we would watch it on a sheet on the wall.
We have a full library of 8mm film here of my mom and all of her siblings growing up. Hopefully the projector still
It
works.
probably still does. Oh, you know what? I bet they had that.
What's up, guys, and good morning. We are back here at my grandma's house, or sadly, what used to be my grandma's house now. This place is basically empty. There's a couple of repairs that I need to do around the house to get this thing ready to rent. We still need to finish cleaning out the garage of all the stuff that was left over in there. And this will hopefully be the last day, wrapping up cleaning out my grandma's house. The screen door on the back of the house got ripped off completely, so I need to pin nail or staple back on the brick molding, and hopefully that goes on easily. Go ahead and pin this on. We're gonna run to Home Depot. We need to get a little rubber diaphragm thing that goes in the garbage disposal there. And then 2 of the toilets are leaking from the tank to the toilet itself, so what I should probably do is put new toilets in, but I'm just gonna replace that seal instead, and hopefully that solves the problem. A fix that costs about, I don't know, $5 or $10 per toilet instead of $100 for a new toilet, but I feel like I did this at a different house. I replaced one of those seals that goes from the tank to the toilet, and then it just ended up leaking again later. I don't know why, so maybe I did a crappy job of installing it. I'll never know.
A crappy job on a toilet.
A poopy job.
When I first met Trent, he was actually living here in the basement of his grandparents' house. It was really sweet, and I just have so many memories. Every time I would come over to hang out with him, his grandpa would be outside laying down on his stomach on the grass, arm completely inside a sprinkler hole, fixing or repairing or updating something. His grandpa was just the king of Mr. Fix-It. It's where Trent gets all of his handyman genes for sure. And it's kind of wonderful to see Trent on his belly with his arm in a sprinkler hole as well, doing the exact same thing. I know his grandpa would be super proud. It's hilarious.
I think this is the rain dial key.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Trent just forced it open with a flathead.
That worked. One glove.
No glove. So, the thing I'm concerned about here is disconnecting this.
And having a leak everywhere? You have a towel, right?
Yeah, I'm wanting to just try and remove this gasket and then replace it.
I see. Looks pretty cracked.
The only thing that was leaking is that gasket.
We think.
It's like a $3 gasket. I'm putting the gasket back in. I'm going to tighten these nuts all the way back down. Hopefully that's the only issue. If it's not, I may as well just replace this freaking toilet, because if I have to pull the supply line is an old, like, hard fixed line. I may as well just replace it. I may as well do the shower, the flush valve. Like, at the end of the day, I may as well just put a new toilet in. It is what it is. I'm gonna tighten these bolts back up. Hopefully this gasket seals up and we don't have to get any deeper into this multiple layered onion of toilet issues.
Ew.
Moment of truth. Please don't leak.
Would you feel it right away?
Yeah, I mean, water was like dripping out when you would flush it, so it's... If it's leaking, it's not leaking as bad as it was, so we're gonna call that a success, baby.
Alright, well the toilets are looking pretty good. The garbage disposal looks like it needs to be completely replaced, which is not that big of a deal. At least for Trent, who's honestly very good at stuff like this.
I thought they called this blade the home wrecker,
Why?
but they just called it the wrecker.
Oh.
Multi-material.
Home wrecker.
I call it the home wrecker. Because it'll wreck anything in its path. Especially in your house.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it looks pretty
It
new.
looks like something from the 70s.
I know, it's only 1992, I think.
Wow. Looks like R2-D2.
I got the old one out. We're about to start putting the new one in. It is disgusting under here. I mean, not disgusting, but not exactly where I'm trying to hang out.
Close your mouth.
Yeah, this wire's smooth. That one has like ribs on it. Neutral wire ribbed. Hot wire smooth. That works for this. Trent.
I was gonna say, turn the light on so you can see better, but the light is on over there. Oh no, what?
Well, there's like the height from where this mounts underneath the sink to where our drain comes out. I'm assuming and I'm hoping is like a standard height that hasn't changed in the last 30 years.
Oh no.
And if it has, we're gonna be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to do this. Oh, thank you. Alright. Hopefully Brandon wired this correctly.
He was reading the instructions.
I did tell you the correct way to wire this.
Oh boy.
Quieter? Not really. Marginally.
Probably works better though.
It definitely works better. That thing was so old.
Good news. No drips, no leaks. Dishwasher works, drains, no problem. Garbage disposal works. It's a little bit quieter.
All right, we got one more toilet to do, and then I think that was the end of the list, right?
And then we gotta finish cleaning out the garage.
All right.
So it's supposed to be a regular bolt head that you can put a screwdriver in. This one has a steel-braided hose on it, so
Okay.
should be able to pick it up and move it around and do something with it. Wrapping around one of the bolts.
Bread? What is that?
Oh, that was toilet paper.
Ew!
Oh, that was your grandpa trying to stop it from leaking?
Somebody.
Oh,
That's
man.
probably Trent. I don't know if that's his job.
It's leaking?
Yes. Give me that green towel. Oh, yeah. Well, now unfortunately, the angle stop, the valve that you turn off to shut the water off to fill the toilet, it's also probably 30 years old. The gasket in it is probably junk. And so now that I shut this off and turned it back on, that gasket is not sealing against the lever, and now it's leaking a lot of water.
It's a different leak though than what we were trying to fix originally.
It is a different leak. I'm honestly starting to think that as my grandpa got later into his life, he would start trying to fix things around the house when there was nothing broken. And I think he would end up like tinkering with things, and then he didn't even realize what he was doing or what he was tinkering with, and then he would end up creating problems where there wasn't a problem in the beginning. And I think that's maybe what happened with both of these toilets, at least with this one, because the supply line to the angle stop was like not even tight.
Oh.
And both of these tank gaskets, the wing nuts were basically just finger tight, which they should not be finger tight. They should be like really tight. So and the way that one had toilet paper wrapped around the bolt, you can't do that without taking the tank off. So my guess is like there was a little drip here. He didn't know where the drip was coming from, maybe. Pulled the tank, wrapped that in toilet paper, put the tank back on lightly. Then there was still a leak. Maybe it was because this angle stop was loose, or the supply line was loose. I don't really know, but what I do know is
It just needed to be tightened?
it's not dripping anymore.
Okay.
Or it's not leaking anymore. Yeah, seems okay.
Good, okay.
Hopefully that takes care of the leaks. All right, our little honey-do list for the house is complete. Everything is fixed and repaired. Right now, we got to finish up this garage. And it looks like there's basically nothing left, but it's going to take us a minute to clean off these shelves, get everything thrown into the trailer. I'm going to break down this shelf so that it doesn't fall apart and land on somebody and hurt them. And then we'll be done.
Seems like forever since we've been together.
How to take care of all of the plants here. Like all the species of plants and how to take care of all of them, how to prune them.
I think those papers are the diagrams for the sprinklers.
Yeah,
Oh, what?
it's like mapping out. It's all hand drawn. These are the hand drawn dimensions of the built-ins in the living room, where the TV cables are going to run. This is from September 28th, 1995. 3:30 p.m. Sprinkler installation.
It's been so long, I know, but
A tackle box?
Maybe.
Fishing?
Lunchbox.
till then I'm dreaming
I like you open there.
Everything in there, but this is like the cooler of my childhood,
Wow.
re-insulated with cardboard.
Wow.
Oh, a peach pit. It's all metal inside.
That's crazy.
No mold.
That's cool.
can't wait till I see your face. Oh God, I miss you bad.
After a ton of back and forth on whether or not to keep this fridge that does not work, but it's just so cool, we have decided to keep it. I think I'm gonna try to find like a place where we can get some help restoring it and bringing it back to life. It doesn't run. It's got a bunch of rust on it. It really needs to be like refurbished, and I'm not qualified. Trent's not qualified to do that.
Hey.
I mean, you could do it, but you got
I'm
other
saying
things.
it's not qualified.
Trent has other things that he has to be doing.
I can figure it out.
For sure. It's just too cool. We can't get rid of it. There are so many things that we were like, no, we don't need it, and now we've ended up with so much stuff. We have bags and bags and boxes filled with memories and nostalgia and cool things that we were just like, oh, this is amazing. We're going to save this because it's really cool. Even if we don't use it, just for our kids to see in 30 years. I don't know what the logic is there, but
I mean, which is
cool.
really cool because at first I was really thinking, you know, I don't have enough things like to remember my grandparents by, and I don't have enough like things from their house. And now that we've cleaned out their house and I was able to take a bunch of different stuff that was here and, you know, always associated with them when I was growing up, I'm really happy.
Yeah,
So
it's nice.
I think I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to be really pleased to keep for a long time. Everything was a success. We're going to finish loading up my truck in the dump trailer and
close it up.
say sayonara.
Your heart, your eyes, our love. Your heart, your eyes, our love.
It has been a long, emotional day,
Yeah.
and I guess it was finally the final goodbye to my grandparents' house, which is sad, and it's hard to find an upside to it. But
Bittersweet because your grandma is doing well in her new assisted living facility,
yeah,
but that is the only upside.
yeah, it's just sad to, like, you know, try and find the silver lining or think positively about it or anything like that, because all it is just like relishing in all these memories of, you know, me as a kid and my grandparents and when my grandpa was still here, and just realizing that, you know, all of that's in the past, and that's just the way life goes. Yeah. So we are very excited to be welcoming new life, and now that the video about our pregnancy has come out, we can talk about it with you guys. So we are very excited. Allie is doing quite well.
I don't know about that. I mean, it's been a smoother pregnancy for sure.
Anyway, I think this is probably where we're going to let you guys go on this one. So if you guys enjoyed coming along on today's adventure, make sure you show us by giving us a big thumbs up on today's video. Consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already.
Thank you guys. We love you.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.